Good morning everybody, it's Lynn here from Destiny Fulfilled. This is your daily pick a card reading for the 11th of December 2020. Welcome. I've already did the shuffling, dealing, setting up my space, all of that. So we're at the pick a card or pick a pile portion of the reading. This is pile number 1 for those who have selected this particular crystal or wish to select this particular crystal. Sorry, I'm just having trouble getting it in focus. There we go. Then we have group number 2 with black tourmaline, group number 3 with tiger's eye, and group number 4 with rose quartz. Pause the video now if you need to take more time. The timestamps are in the description box below, and I'll meet you at the pile that you choose. 4, 3, 2. Welcome, group number 1, to your daily reading for the 11th of December. This is the crystal that you chose. I'll just pop your crystals. Sorry, I'm just having a look at what's there. It's interesting. We'll get to those. So group number 1, we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. We have going beyond the normal, number 14. So the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles to me talks about using the right resources for the right job. It talks about stability. It talks about steady progress being made. Very much a stable energy that is around you with the 4 of Pentacles, group number 1. Then we have the 2 of Wands. Now when the 2 of Wands is upright, it's you're out having a look, seeing what's around you, making some plans. This is calling for you to have a look at what's around you and see what it is out there that you might be wanting to undertake. This is also the calling for you to make plans, right? You may have got a really good idea, something that you really want to work on or manifest or bring into your reality, but whatever that is, it requires some sound planning and preparation before you dive headlong in. Now, coming from an Aries, an Aries is well known for just taking the bull by the horns and just doing whatever it is that needs to be doing. But also, I've got Virgo on a lot in my chart as well, so I'm all about planning. It's very important that, we don't wander into things without having a full understanding of what it is we're trying to achieve and how we're going to achieve it. What do we have? What's missing? What do we need to find? Is there assistance that I need? Who can I ask for help? Where can I go? Etc, etc. So it doesn't have to be formal planning, of course, but it is at least sitting down and having a think about the situation, about what it is you're trying to manifest and how you want to bring that into your reality. What tools do you have? What strengths do you have? What are your weaknesses? All of those sorts of thoughts that need to be taken into account before you get too far into the project is what I'm feeling with that one. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Now the 9 of Pentacles talks about luxuries. It talks about having enough pentacles so that you can buy the car, or you can, go on the trip overseas when we're allowed to travel again, of course. You can do, this is talking about having more than you need, but it's also from your activity, right? So there's enough pentacles coming in to support you and also fund whatever little luxuries you might want along the way. And luxuries will be different for everybody, right? For some it might be the yacht or the world trip. For others it might be going for a cup of coffee once a week, right? We'll all be on a different spectrum of what luxury means to us. And it's important that you understand what luxury is for you as well. The same with abundance, right? This indicates abundance, but it's also understanding what abundance means to you. It's not just finances, right? It can be abundance in many different areas. And also, what does success look like for you? You know, success will be very different from one person to another. We're all on different journeys, we all have different experiences and situations that we're dealing with, so this will resonate very differently. But a very positive energy, one of abundance, one of success, one of, you know, the ability to be able to buy yourself a little luxury, whatever that looks like for you. Very, very positive. And then this card here, going beyond the normal. And again, for me, when I look at this card, the first thing that I see is just how intricately everything is connected, right? You know, she's got a clock going on here, she's got some cogs, and she's got, you know, they're buttons, but to me they represent money or abundance or jewels or however you want. And then she's got this light bulb going on. So, and the key. So whatever's going on for you, this is not a normal situation that you deal with day to day. This is something beyond the ordinary for you. Something's going to occur which will feel like you are going beyond what you would normally experience in a normal day, right? In inverted commas, whatever that means for everybody. But going beyond and experiencing something that is beyond whatever is normal. It could also indicate that you need to go that extra step, that extra mile. You may feel that, you know, you're closing out on a situation, but this is saying that there is a little bit more that you need to do, and it will then take you through to completion, is another message that's coming through for some. You know, going that extra step, going that extra mile, taking that extra care, whatever that means for you, whatever, you know, make that energy or let that energy resonate how it will for you in your situation. Then, my lovelies, we have the wine bottle, we have grapes, we have the crab, and we have the lobster. And this is what I spotted these when I was moving them across, and I thought, wow, how strange is that? We've actually got two each that really represent the same thing, right? So the grapes for me represents abundance. It can also represent celebration, as does the wine, bottle of wine. Whenever I see the bottle of wine, it's always about some form of celebration. So, you know, there could be some form of celebration around you today. There could also be abundance as well. Then we have the crab and the lobster. So there's a couple of meanings for crab, so I'll tell you both. The crab for me, obviously because of its shell, it's about protection, right? There may be some form of protection that you need around yourself at this time, whether it be physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, you name it, however that resonates for you. But also the crab for me talks about flexibility, right? The crab doesn't walk in a straight line from A to B. The crab walks to the side, makes a little, you know, step forward. He's very flexible in how he's moving towards his end goal, and that is, I think, an important thing for a few of you to know. Then we have the lobster. Now the lobster for me, again, could be celebration. You know, when I think of eating lobster, it's at that celebratory type meal. Or a romantic type meal, so you could be out with your significant other somewhere having a jolly good time. But also the main understanding I get from a lobster is protection. Again, it's got that thick, heavy shell around it. So have a look at your boundaries. Both the crab and the lobster have come out today, who do represent protection. Have a look at those boundaries that you have around you. Have a look at the protections you currently have in and around those different aspects of your life, and determine whether the ones that you've put in place are still appropriate and applicable for the situation that you have at hand at this time. But I feel a very positive reading, lovely group number ones, really positive. I think there is very much, once you get this planning done, you're very much on your way and, you know, flying ahead, doing whatever it is you love to be doing. And very much a day where abundance is around you. So good day. Well done. I'll see you tomorrow, lovelies. Take care. Welcome group number 2 for those that chose the tourmaline. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, we have the Six of Cups upright, and we have the Knight of Cups. And we have shock of the new. Okay, first of all, we have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is looking, when it's upright, it's looking out. You've done some work. You're now waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for your abundance to manifest itself. You're waiting to see results for the work that you've put in. The Three of Wands in reverse, though, tells me that you're not quite there yet. There's still more work that needs to be done. Now, this, again, can be in any area of your life. It doesn't have to be in your work area or projects or, other more active areas. It could be in relationship. We're all on different journeys. We all have different situations and experiences, and will resonate very differently for all. But to me, there is a delay of some sort. You're not quite there yet. There's still some more work that needs to be done, or there is a delay that is out of your control, and you just have to wait. Then we have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups indicates fond memories. It could indicate a relationship with an older person, someone that's very special to you, or an animal, of course, as indicated in the picture on the card. It could also indicate, having fond memories and reminiscing about something in the past. Could also indicate that somebody from the past is coming back into your life at this time. Again, it will resonate very differently for anyone, but something of the past, either in your thoughts and memories or in your physical reality, is coming forth again today. And it could be an older lover, an ex friend that you've had that's coming back into your life. Doesn't have to be a lover, doesn't have to be a friend. It could just be a work colleague, right? It could be a friend, it could be a family member, but somebody from your past is coming forth to make an offer to you of some sort. Now, it could be an offer of love. Again, take how it resonates for you and your situation. It could be an offer of a job, an offer of them wanting to do something with you, go out for dinner, catch up. There are many, again, a great spectrum of how someone from our past can come forward and make an offer towards us. So it will be different for everybody, but very much someone from your past is coming forwards to make some form of an offer to you. Now, whether you take that up or not is entirely up to you, of course, right? It's your situation. You know what's best for you at the end of the day. I think this will surprise you, may even shock you, right? You won't be expecting this at all, whatever this situation is. But I feel that once you get over the shock, you're going to be, and if you want to proceed with whatever that situation is, of course, you're going to be quite happy and quite engaged and quite excited about how this is all taking place. Shock of the new tells us that when a new situation pops up, we can be taken aback a little bit, and we can be quite, oh, wow, how did that happen? Or, I don't quite understand how I got to this particular place. But once you get used to that, then I think this is a very positive card, one in your favour, right? It wasn't in the reverse, it was very much upright. So a very positive card, I believe, once you get over that initial surprise that comes with it. Then group number 2, your charms. We have the snail, we have the elephant, we have an angel's wing, and we have a anchor. So the anchor for me has 2 meanings. One is it's a protective, meaning in that, you drop your anchor in rough seas so that your boat doesn't, go onto the rocks or beach itself, right? So it is some form of protection, or it could be a restriction of some sort, right? Also, the other side of that is when you've dropped your anchor, you are restricted in where you can move and what you can do. So you could be feeling maybe a little bit of restriction in and or around you. Then we have the snail. So the snail again has a couple of meanings to me. One is Progress is being made, but it is very slow, right? The other thing is that, the snail has a shell on its back. It's its protection. Again, so you've got protection, if that's what resonates with you, you've got protection that's come up twice there with both of those. Or it could be, progress is being made slowly, or, you're feeling restricted in some way. Then we have the elephant. Now, the elephant to me is all about family, wisdom, being supported by your family, learning from your ancestral line, right? Gaining wisdom from those that have come before you. So, you either supporting your family or being supported by your family. And then we have the angel's wing, and that tells me that your spirit guides are looking after you. They're wanting to help you. They're wanting to connect with you. Reach out to them, make that connection, ask for their help, and they will do what they can with regards to the situation that's at play for you today. Look, I think a really good day all in all. I do think you're going to be surprised by something, and that's fine. We all get surprised from time to time, quite normal. I do think that there may be a trip down memory lane, or someone from your past is coming forward today. But not a bad day all in all. Lovely group number 2s. Take care, my darlings, and I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome, group number 3, for those that chose this tiger's eye. Oops. Crystals falling down everywhere. Pop those to one side. We've got the 9 of Wands, we've got the King of Cups, and we've got the 2 of Swords. And we have in the world, not of the world. Interesting. So the 9 of Wands, there's been something that you've been working on for some time. You may be feeling a little tired. You may also be feeling, and I don't always get this message with this card, but you're feeling very proud of your achievements, right? And you may also be feeling defensive around something as well. So three different meanings there. Again, take that how it resonates for you. We're all on different journeys. We all have different experiences and situations. So each of these energies will represent themselves very differently, or they will manifest very differently for all of us, right? So take what resonates. But some you've been working on something for some time. This could also talk about boundaries, right, as well. Having a look at the boundaries that you have in place and making sure that they're appropriate for the situation at hand. We all have boundaries around us that we've put in place, at some time in the past. And we don't always go back and have a look and think, well, my situation's changed now. Do those boundaries need to change as well? So that might be a message for some as well. Then we have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is very much emotionally balanced, right? He's sitting on this water. The undercurrents are not affecting him in any way. Everything's very peaceful behind him. He's feeling very centered. You can see that he's feeling very contented, very relaxed, very much at peace. And very much has his emotions under control. Now, this could be you. Obviously, this reading is for you, so it could definitely be you. But it could also be somebody around you that is a very emotionally stable person, and you may be interacting with them today. So I feel that that's a message for some as well. Then we have the 2 of Swords, and I feel that you're moving out of this energy, right? The 2 of Swords is one where you can't see where you're going, you can't make up your mind about a situation. You're a little bit confused, you're at a stalemate. The thing is, all you need to do is, take your blindfold off and open up your eyes. You're not really as constricted as what you're feeling here, right? You have much more choice, you will have much more of a clear sight if you truly open up your eyes and look at the situation truly for what it is. Then we have in the world, not of the world. And to me, this talks about spirituality, right? It talks about, being a spiritual being walking the material world, right? And that's always a very difficult thing to do, right? We are spiritual beings, but we do live in a material world, and we have to strike that fine balance between being just being spiritual, but also living our life fully and completely in the environment that we find ourselves. I do see that there is abundance around you. Now, this could be abundance in any area of your life, not just finances, right? It could be an abundance of feelings, an abundance of love, an abundance of, conflict, even if that's the situation that you're finding yourself in. But what this is telling me is that to center yourself, try and, maintain an open channel to spirit, be open to their advice, their guidance, what spirit wants you to know. Be open to that, but also be very much walking your path in the material world. You're not, well, you actually are of the world, right? We are all of the world. So, but the message that I'm getting with this is that you are a spiritual being. So don't remember that aspect of yourself as you're negotiating your material and life-based activities today. There could be a situation that comes upon you today which really is calling for you to tap into your spirituality, to use your spiritual gifts in some way. So don't miss that opportunity is what I'm hearing. Right, then we have the cactus, we have the seahorse, and we have the two swans as a love heart. So two swans as a love heart. Well, that could represent a relationship, right? Some form of love. It is, to me, it looks like a mother and a baby. So this could be, if you have children, it could be your children that you're feeling very loving and very happy to be around, which is not always the case with young children sometimes, right? They can all have their moments of joy where we just want to be anywhere else but there. But anyway, very much I'm feeling a peaceful, loving relationship of some sort, possibly with a younger person. It also talks to me about being graceful as well. So acting in grace. Again, it's more in line with this in the world, not of the world, right? That, walking in grace, being open to grace is something that I feel as well. Then we have the seahorse. Now, the seahorse for me represents masculine energy. It is the male seahorses. So the female produces the eggs. She then passes them to the male seahorse, who nurtures those eggs and then births them or expels them, and then nurtures those young once they hatch, right? So it's the male, very much masculine energy that is being called upon by you today. And again, it could be finding that right balance between nurturing, the more feminine energy, and masculine energy. The more spiritual based energy and the more active based energy is the message I'm getting from that. And then we have the cactus. Now the cactus to me is being all about self-reliance, right? You have within you what you need to do exactly what you want. Very much have all of the, sorry, there's a plane going over really low. Very much have all of the resources available to you. You're very self-reliant in whatever this particular situation is for you. Look, I think this is a lovely day. Once you get clarity around what this situation is with your Two of Swords, once you can see more clearly and you understand and you make a choice in which, what direction you wish to go in, I think you'll find that your energies balance. But there will be this little bit of toing and froing today between more material-based and more spiritual-based energies. So just keep that in mind as your day's progressing, lovely group number 3s. Take care, and I shall see you tomorrow. Welcome, group number 4, for those that chose the rose quartz. Group number 4, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords, and we have What You Want, number 16. Interesting energies. So the Ten of Wands tells me that you could be feeling that something within your life is feeling very burdensome at this time. Now, with the Ten of Wands, obviously you can see from this card that this particular young lady, she's been putting down her wands as she's been traveling, so she's not carrying all those burdens with her all the time. You know, she picks them up, she deals with them, and then she puts it down, right? So that's the advice. You don't have to be carrying all your burdens with you. The other thing is you don't have to be doing it alone either. I mean, she's got help here. He's helping her carry her burdens and lightening her load as well. So again, if you need to, ask for assistance. I do believe that there is someone around you who is wanting to help you, whatever this situation is for you today. Now, please take this how it resonates. We're all very different. We're all on different journeys, have different experiences and different situations, so this will resonate very differently for all. But very much, something is feeling very burdensome to you today, and the advice is that you don't have to carry all those burdens alone. Then we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Page of Pentacles is, you know, when it's upright, it's in relation to a new manifestation, a new enterprise. For me, when it's in reverse, it's telling me that it's either delayed or you're feeling very stagnant or stuck around a particular situation. You can't see your way forward at this particular time. And it could be that this is just not the right time for this particular situation to be progressed forward, right? It could be the universe telling you that it's time just to stand still for a moment. It's time just to, you know, take stock of where you are, and don't push so hard trying to bring whatever this is into your world, trying to manifest it. Just take a step back. There's either something that you don't know, something that you don't understand, or it's just not the right time right now for this. So a little bit of stagnant, stuck type energy, but it could be that is the energy that is really appropriate for the situation at this time. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords, so this can be causing you some anxiety, right? You know, these are not the most light-filled, love-filled cards that we can possibly draw, right? So these are heavier type energies that we've going on in play. So you could be feeling some anxiety, some worry, some concern about something. But what this card tells me is that you know, just be mindful of the thoughts that you have going on in your head. I know a lot of people tend to worry about the worst, and that worst never actually ever occurs. So just be mindful that you're not letting your thoughts run away from you and take you to very dark places where you really don't need to go. You know, and the other thing is, you see the white dove there. There is always hope in a situation. So look towards what that hope might be. Now, if this is in relation to some sort of activity or thing that you're trying to manifest into your life, this card is telling you that what you want also wants you. It's on its way to you. The timing may just not be right now. So be patient. You know, if you need to take a step back and have a rest, then do so. Be compassionate with yourself, be gentle with yourself, but know that whatever this situation is, it also wants you. So you're definitely on the right track, you're moving in the right direction. The timing is something that's coming forth for me with that particular card, is that you know, it may not just be today, may not be the right time. So I'm just going to grab a drink of water. Okay, on to your charms, group number 4. So we have the teapot, we have the crow or raven, and we have the poison, the cross, and the spanner. So the teapot talks to me about some form of get together, you know, having a cup of tea with some friends, catching up, that sort of thing. So that definitely could be in play for you today. We've also got the raven or the crow, which represents the unknown, right? It could also indicate death, and in death I mean by the ending of something. So something, whatever this is that's in play for you, it's coming to an end. This too shall pass are the words that I'm getting. So some form of ending, and of course then a new beginning for you, of course. Then we have the cross. Now the cross represents spirituality to me. It talks about using your spiritual gifts wisely is a message that's coming through, but also being open to and in flow with the universe, with your spirit guides, with your spiritual team, you know, working with them, not against them, is also another message that's coming through with that. Then we have the spanner. Now the spanner to me is a tool. It unlocks something. So something that previously was you were unable to progress past, it was stuck, you were unable to open it, move forward. That situation is changing and you have the spanner. You're able to loosen whatever that is and make progress forward. It's also a tool, right? So, and a tool requires you to use it for it to be successful. So there's some form of activity. You need to do something to make whatever this situation is for you progress in a more successful way. Then we have the poison. Now the poison for me represents toxicity in some form. So it could be toxic behavior, it could be toxic thoughts, feelings, beliefs, understandings, but there's some form of toxicity around or within you at this time. Now it could be you, being toxic or being toxic in your own life or towards others, or it could be others being toxic towards you, but I do feel that there is some form of toxic behavior around you at this time. So just be wary of that and take how that resonates for you. Look, I think this is not the most brightest and happiest days that you'll ever have, but I think you're on the right path. I think you're moving in the right direction. I think whatever this is, this Nine of Swords and this Ten of Wands, I think this is moving for you, and then you're going to see that things are going to lighten up, open up, and you're going to be able to move forward in a much more productive way. But you're very much on the right track there. Lovely group number 4s. Take care, my lovelies, and I'll see you in tomorrow's reading.